Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. Today we're here to open our January's OWLCRATE, as you know from the title. OWLCRATE is a YA, fantasy and contemporary YA subscription box that ships from America. If you want to check them out, I will link them down below. You can also use my code if you want to earn some discounts. Can you say that? If you want to have some discounts. I did not cut this before I sat down. I'm lazy. I have a bag nearby, maybe I can have something sharp. Oh, I have my keys. Score! So without further ado, I think I'm gonna go ahead and open this so we can all look through what's inside. And this is how it looks like just now. Let me put it aside. So, the theme was magical artifacts, which is very exciting. I see Harry Potter popped into my sight there when I looked at the card. I don't know if you know, but I'm a Harry Potter fan. And it looks like a very full box, which is very exciting. Okay, first off, we have this white box that has OWLCRATE written on it. And inside there is a little bracelet. Ooh, pretty. Okay, I think this one has like, this actually gives me Cruel Prince vibe. If it is though, that is another question. But I'm also wearing a lot of, I think you can, yeah, you can bend it so it fits your wrist, because I have very small wrist for the rest of my size. You know what I mean? So like it's always like a struggle. But this is how it looks like. I'm actually wearing like golden rings today, so matches perfectly. I really like it. Is it for the Cruel Prince? Are you favored by the Darkling? Amplify your Grisha powers by wearing your new Antler Bracelet, inspired by Shadow and Bone and made to you by Team OWLCRATE. I really like it. I especially like it because you can bend it. It's a nice like dainty one, and that is my current vibe at least. That is a win in my books. Next up, we have this beautiful monthly enamel pin collection. Oh yeah, they started doing monthly enamel pins, which is, I love enamel pins, so to me it is a really good news. But this one says wolves wear everywhere. Ooh, what's that from? This one is inspired by the Gilded Wolves and designed by Alchemy and Ink. Alchemy and Ink does really beautiful enamel pins. I have been really liking those recently, so that's very exciting. I don't know if they swapped the suppliers for these or not, or like designers, but that's a really beautiful pin. I haven't read that book yet, but it's a very beautiful pin. I like the little details. It just like, it also really reminded me of Akotar and just like Lucian. I don't know if that's just me or not, but you can always change the fandoms if you want to in your mind, because that's all that matters really. So this must be the Harry Potter item. And that is the Master of Death socks with a lot of Deathly Hallow symbols in nice simple black socks, which I appreciate. Honestly, in the cold season you can never have enough socks, and these are like very simple, which I do appreciate. And Deathly Hallows is one of my favorite like artifact things in all of the books. I don't actually know what artifact that is for, but I'm assuming, I didn't read all of the Grisha trilogy, but this I'm assuming is some sort of artifact, and these are obviously 3 things that could be considered artifacts, so far so good. Next up we have a pouch that is definitely inspired by Dark Shade of Magic trilogy, and on one side it says Kel wore a very peculiar coat, and on the other one it says as traverse to travel. This looks like it could be Evie Bookish. Oh no, sorry, this is by Stella Bookish Art. Maybe the door, is that the artifact, or the coat maybe? Maybe the coat, yeah, because of the thing. It's quite lovely. I actually like how it looks like in the little viewfinder a bit more than it does in like real life, but I do like it nonetheless. Okay, next thing we have a wooden bookmark, which is for the Sting Sword. Oh, sorry, no, it also works great as a letter opener. Oh, it's a letter opener. Does that actually work? It looks really thick for it. I can't actually get it out. I can't get it out without scissors, but you can basically see it looks like one of those bookmarks, which you could use it as a bookmark as well, I assume. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. But we have the Sting here is perfect for fans of The Hobbit. I'm assuming it also works as a letter opener. Obviously is an artifact as well. And then we have a towel, like a hand towel, like a kitchen towel, a tapestry, a small tapestry. I think it's a small tapestry. Maybe I should just look at the bloody thing and not guess. To color your love for stories with this gorgeous wall tapestry illustrated by Holly Dunn Design. It was inspired by the magic of the golden compass and will be the perfect addition to your reading nook, sorry. And that is what it looks like. Admittedly, I have not read the fandom. Oh, it has a quote. What do you say? Okay, without stories, we wouldn't be human beings at all. Oh, that's a beautiful quote. I really need to get to that series. I gotta admit, this is not something that I would personally hang up, but this is obviously up to your taste. It just wouldn't really fit with my thing, but it is a fun design. It really reminds me of like ice cream. I think because we had like a brand that used like that polar bear for like ice cream on like ice cream packaging. I don't know what, but it really has like, it reminds me of really sweet memories. It does seem really tidy, like with the stitching around the edges. It's very nicely wrapped up, so there is that. And if you are a huge fan of the fandom, then you might really love this item. I love the idea of tapestries, but obviously it really depends on what style you like. For the art, it's just not my favorite this time. And then we actually have a little travel tag, which is in this like silver design, and it has an Eiffel Tower on one side. I don't know if you can see, but it's like embossed, which looks really nice. And again, it's by the Gilded Wolves, which I actually see in the box. So that is actually our book, which makes a lot of sense. I actually do like when the boxes include merch for the books that you receive, because then if you wanted to, you know, you definitely can be part of the fandom because you can read it, because you have it. So we have the book, and we have the Dear Reader letter, which I actually see a watermark on of a bee, which is so cool. Or maybe it's not a watermark, but it looks like a watermark. I love that. There's a little like bee sign here. It's like a parchment letter. I do like that. And then this one has speckled pages. If you don't know, this is basically just like differently cut pages. If you like that. This, they do have exclusive covers, so I will show you what the usual one looks like. I don't remember myself, but maybe it's the writing. And yes, the Gilded Wolves. I've seen a couple of people hold this in their Instagram stories, but I haven't actually heard what it is about. So this is a book set in Paris, and apparently it's about treasure hunters. And our main character is offered the biggest treasure of his life, his true inheritance. And so I think it says, to hunt down the ancient artifact the order seeks, Severin calls upon a band of unlikely experts, an engineer with a debt to pay, a historian banished from his home, a dancer with a sinister past, and a brother in arms if not blood. So it sounds pretty intriguing. Let me know if you have heard or want to read this book or actually have already read it. I would be definitely intrigued to see what you thought of it. And then at the very bottom we have the OWLCRATE little leaflet thing, where we have, oh, this is how the regular book looks like. So it has golden details. So these silver details are golden, and it's a golden writing instead of this bluish one. No, sorry, it's the white one instead of the bluish one in the normal cover. And then lastly, we have our sneak peek for February theme, and the theme is Whimsical Beast. And on the other side, we see that they're gonna work with Four Season Fox, which is an artist that I have been following for a while on Instagram, and I think I was one of the first reps back in the day for them, so that is kind of cool. It's also really cool to see them in a bigger box like OWLCRATE as well. So that was the box. I think this was a very strong box actually. I really love this bracelet. I think it might be one of my favorite items. Another one is the pin. I clearly just like metallic things apparently. I like the socks as well. The tapestry is not really my style, and I think this is a cool idea. I just don't know if I'll use it. But I thought it was a really, really strong box this time. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy it? What is your favorite item? Are you excited for the next theme? I'm just sort of tidying up while talking to you. That is pretty rude of me, I know. So that is it for this unboxing. Let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy this? Just give me your thoughts, really. I really thought this was a very strong one, so yes. Chat to me down in the comments. I will, as I said, I will link their shop down below. Also, does really help me if you give me a thumbs up, although I really hate asking for it because it just feels so weird, but it does help, so if you know have the time and stuff, so that would be great. But yeah, if you don't mind, that would be great. Hope you have a wonderful evening or day ahead of you. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!